Hey, Eric here from Ecology of Movement. Today we're working on a little shoulder warm-up we call the shoulder spin-up. First, learn this from Dr Kelly Starrett of thereadystate.com, so well worth checking out his stuff. We're going to begin just by lifting our right arm up and over, reaching up and back. So think of using your shoulder blade to reach as high as you can and as far back as you can, all the way around. We'll just continue about 10 circles per side. So this is a great shoulder warm-up for climbing, for anything athletic where we're using our shoulders. Swimming, really good just to put your shoulder through all these different movements, all these different ranges of motion. Almost like you're flossing your teeth, getting every little edge. Once we've done about 10 on that side, we'll change sides. Left arm lifts up and back. So these big backstroke movements. I'm reaching up through my shoulder blade and back and around. Noticing any difference between sides. Noticing that movement of your scapula on your rib cage as we just explore these different points, these different corners of movement in your shoulder. Once we've done about 10, we change arms and change direction. So making it a freestyle movement, reaching up and around, and you can speed it up a little bit if it feels like you're getting a bit warm. Again, once we've hit about 10, changing sides, finding that nice rhythm. If you're hitting any really sore points or points of tension, you can work around them. So best not to just push through them. Work around them until you kind of warm up the edges. You might find doing this practice consistently, those sore spots decrease, so you get a little bit more range over time. Next movement is going to be a little side-to-side movement. So my palms are facing down to begin. And I'm lifting my opposite heel. So if I turn to the left, I'm lifting my right heel. Turn to the right, I'm lifting my left heel. So we're not only getting into shoulders, we're getting into our thoracic spine as well. So I'm getting a little bit of rotation, also a little bit of movement through the hips and the ankles. Now we're going to flip our palms upwards, slice through the air, noticing the difference in the shoulder blades. It can be quite energizing, nice little practice to do in the morning. A bunch of these are Tai Chi, Qigong, Chinese martial arts. So very nice to kind of get that energy flowing in your body. Next maneuver is going to be the two hands up and down, almost a bit like cross-country skiing. If you wanted to add a little lift of your heels and a inhale up, exhale down, you can even get a nice big expansive breath, a bit of a growly release. Exhale can feel quite good to do, get you going. I do this in the morning before a big hike. Not only do I warm up my legs, but also warm up my arms and shoulders, get everything flowing. Now we spread arms wide, really spreading through your fingertips, opening into your pecs, getting that front of the shoulder going. I'm just kind of alternating sides, one arm on top and the other arm. Fantastic. Now the next one is going to involve some lateral bends. So I'm sticking my hip out to the side and bringing my arm up by my ear and stretching up through my armpit. And then the other side. We go slow to begin, particularly when you're learning this movement. A lot of the time people are going to twist into this movement. We've already done our twists. So keeping your chest facing forward and just sticking your hip out to the side and your arm up to your ear. Stretching the palm away, and we're lengthening essentially from the outer ankle up through the hip and the armpit to the fingertips. Nice lateral stretch, what we call the lateral line in anatomy trains language. So continuing that nice little side bend. I'm adding a little bit of speed because I'm warming up into it. It feels quite nice. Once we've had about 10 per side, our last movement is going to be one hand in front, one hand behind. I'm tapping the front of my neck and the back of my neck, and then alternating. Getting a little bit of internal rotation and just that feeling of looseness. Often if we're doing a lot of strength training, a lot of hard manual labor, we can and we kind of necessarily need sometimes that block-like quality to our torso, that fridge-like quality, but we don't want to exist as a fridge. We want to have fluidity to our movement, a looseness. At least that's the movement, that's the way of being that I like. We're not wasting energy. We are having that elastic quality, which is going to just be a little more efficient for your day-to-day movement. Whoa, and there we go. That is our little shoulder loosener spin up. If you're doing climbing, anything involving loading your shoulders, you probably want to add some resistance to that. So some sort of resistance band, some hanging. As important it is to loosen our shoulders, we also want to build strength. So finding those two ends of the spectrum is going to really make for healthy, functional, and just pain-free shoulders. Enjoy.